Well, this basketball game might have had just about everything on the bingo card. This was definitely an interesting one. Just when you guys understood what the game called for, how do you feel, to any of you guys, that you made that adjustment to come out on top tonight?
Coaches, we went into halftime with the mindset, we can't let nobody come into our, territory and play harder than us. So I feel like that second half, we just came out and, we played much harder, we fought harder, we rebounded harder, and, we just played together.
You guys didn't exactly shoot as well from three-point land as you did in the last game against Niagara. Just how are you guys able to find ways around that? And I think, John, you're a big part of that. Just speak to how good it felt to kind of get going in front of the Duquesne crowd for the first time.
And it felt good, just me trusting in my game, trusting in my teammates, trusting if our shots not falling, that they could get delivered down low, and I think our guards I create so much space, not only for myself, but for them to get easy buckets around the rim. So I feel like, just us hammering it inside, having a great guard who could get the ball down low, having Cam who could space the floor out and, get defenders out.
Yeah, I think that's why we got Big John down there. And of course, we missing threes, and he down there banging. We got to get it to him to keep us going.
Cam, you've been here and understand what goes on here. What is a game like this really early from kind of a no-name team? People don't follow some of the lower teams. This was a pretty good test for you. What does this do for you guys to maybe, your mindset to figure on what you have to do down the road?
I think first of all, we respect our opponent regardless of the conference, regardless of the name on their chest, because we know it's basketball. Any given day, anybody can have a night and come in and try and possibly upset us. But that's our main goal is to protect our home court and not let anybody come in here and play harder than us. So I think this showed us we can win in a multitude of ways. It doesn't have to be from just shooting 50% from three. We got Big John inside, we got Steph and Laz and Yak. We got big guys that can score in the paint and can impose their will. So I think this just showed that we can win in a variety of ways.
The fouls kept stacking up on both sides, and it seemed like Sacred Heart was trying to play really physical and almost really aggressive to get maybe under your guys' skin. How'd you all stay so composed as it seemed like Sacred Heart started to get more and more frustrated as the second half rolled along?
I don't think anybody's gonna be more physical.
Yeah,
I'm not even trying to be funny. The way we practice, we do this every single day. We go against each other every single day. We got John setting screens every single day. We're going against each other every single day hard. So when somebody comes in here and tries to be more physical than us, it doesn't really bother us.
TG, that was a career-high 7 assists for you tonight, too. Just what were you seeing out there, just making sure that guy got the high-percentage shot tonight?
Yeah, every play I just look for the open man, and they hit for me. They hit shots. John still down low, easy assist. Cam hitting threes, Jimmy hitting threes. So it's just easy out there when you got guys around you that can put it in a bucket.
John, you guys were looking for a boost going into halftime, and that really came from A-Will today. Just how huge was it to see that boost, and just when you know how much that kid's fought, seeing his comeback tonight, what does that mean to you personally?
Man, it's actually crazy. My next question, I was going to say that. A-Will came in, bro, he's a warrior, man. He fought his butt off, this summer. Me and A-Will went through so much together this summer, just to see him out there and, being there to change the temperature for us, It's amazing, man. The kid has been through a lot. That's like a brother to me. So, just seeing him out there happy, just brought so much joy to my life,
I think A-Will is very capable. Everybody knows what A-Will can do, what he brings to the game. So it's just a matter of time before he got out there and impacted the game and impacted winning.
For Cam, so far 2 games, you guys have allowed 9 of 44 from three-point range. That was sort of an area of weakness in terms of three-point defense a year ago. What's been the difference so far, at least through these 2 games that you've
Not let them get threes up, honestly. And if they do, we just try to be there on the catch and contest every three. But that's definitely an emphasis for us, is to not let teams shoot a lot of threes. And I think the past 2 teams that we played have really tried to get a lot of threes up. So that's been our focus, and we're going to keep limiting teams to three-point attempts.
Thank you, gentlemen.
We appreciate it.
Thank y'all.